What's up, Anchor and addicts, or whatever you want to call yourself? Yeah, so this is an ad. I'm in the shower, but I just gotta say, I just made my first Anchor podcast. It was about a half an hour long, and Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. It was literally simple. I press a button, it turns on. Anchor gives you, everything you need in one place. Because you can do it right from your phone, or if you have a laptop or a computer or tablet that you could just do it from. The tools, they allow you to record and edit your podcasts. So, of course, you could add little snippets in there, or take out things that you didn't want in there. But the good thing about it is they'll also distribute it for you, so you can be heard anywhere you want to, like on Spotify or Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. You can easily make money from your podcast too. Uh, and they tell you and walk you through all the steps. And the good thing is, you can download it now. Download it now, because I've heard this from Gary Vaynerchuk. I've heard this app going out there a long time, for about a year or two. That it's just easy. It's easy to use, and I know this ad is long, but I don't care. But you can download it now on. Go to Anchor.fm to get started. It's ANCHOR.FM to get started. Let me finish my shower, okay? Hello, beautiful people. It's me, the rubber toe. And no, I do not have a rubber toe. But I do have lots of people that call me that. Never understood it. Oh, I am so glad we're getting closer to Christmas. I have my wife already wrapped most of the presents, well, in a box. Not really wrapped them, but they're already in boxes, and they're just sitting right in front of our TV. I mean, I do have them arranged to where they're not in the way of the viewing, but yeah, we got all of them there, and I can't wait for them to go bye-bye, and I hope that they don't give us the boxes back, because I don't want them. But today, actually, I went out, and even yesterday, and got quite a bit of exercise. Went out with my kids and shot some hoops and threw a football. I didn't throw too much because I didn't want to hurt my arm again. I know that with my left shoulder, I know that if I was like throwing more than like 15 yards, it was just tearing me up right there, and I wasn't feeling it until like not today, but before. I wasn't feeling it until like, I don't know, like 25 passes, but still, that's quite a bit for me, and I don't even do that. So I know I got to start out shorter. So we was just out in the backyard, and I'd say a good maybe 10 yards, sometimes 15 if we threw it too hard. But all in all, I feel a lot better once I get a lot more exercise in, because when I wake up in the morning, it's like kind of like pins and needles pain. So I got to keep moving and moving, and then eventually it doesn't go away, but it goes to a tolerable rate to where until I like keep moving. Some things I can't do, like say like my lower left side of my back is like, kind of feel like it's tweaked.
I really can't do too much about it, but I can keep stretching, right? So like, that's all I can do. So that's the downside to everything, is there's no easy fix to back problems. So I'm just glad I'm able to go out with my kids and spend time with them. I know they don't like say, "Hey, thanks, Dad." That sounds a little leave it to Beaver, I guess, but you know, I get the gestures as long as I'm, you know, trying to keep it civil. With Terrell, when we go shoot hoops, I most of the time I'll shoot maybe a couple of hoops, and then the rest of the time I'm just getting the ball for Terrell for him to shoot because I want him to get those reps in. I just feel like, I mean, I'll still I can shoot anytime, really, you know, but I think for him being young, I know he needs that to get that experience. It's repetition with shooting is so hard, and I don't even know the half of it because I never even had to do it, but just hearing stories from even college players, much less NBA players, how difficult it is just doing that daily. It's like, imagine like shooting 300, 400, 500 shots a day. That's pretty crazy. Your arms will get so tired. Maybe not, I don't know. Maybe when you're playing around and you're like, yeah, it doesn't really faze you because you're doing it a lot, I guess. I don't know. But that's why it doesn't bother me. But today and yesterday was pretty awesome. So I can't always do that. And I apologize to my kids all the time. I'm like, say, hey, you know, like, say if I had to go do something, like say I had to come to town or I had to go out of town or something or whatever it is, you know, letting them know, say, hey, I'm going to have to do that. And they know that sometimes when we have to leave town, it's not like it's going to be for like a half an hour, and sometimes it's 3 or 4 hours. And then that goes most of my day right there, and can't help that. And they know this. There's a lot of adulting that they understand, but they don't like it. Can't help it. Just got to be done. So, you know. But when it comes time closer to, you know, holidays and stuff, it's a lot easier because the kids will have a lot more time off. And, I mean, I won't, but, you know, I work Christmas night, but I get Christmas morning off. But I think I work Christmas morning, so technically I don't really get Christmas that much. I mean, I do, but I have to go to sleep by 2 o'clock in the afternoon to go to work that night. Or, well, it really depends, honestly. If it's my Monday, I'm not sure. Anyways, but yeah, things change quite a bit with Walmart scheduling and all the other things. So when holidays come about, you know, like, well, this last holiday I had split days off, and now I'm going back to normal, hence my last weekend. And now I know with Christmas coming, they do the same thing, and that kind of sucks too, because sometimes that can last for more than a week, depending on what day it falls on. I remember, I think it was a couple of years ago, I think 2 of my weeks, including the Christmas and the following week, was kind of messed up, and I still had to go through that. Like, I think I worked 8 days in a row, 9 days, something like that. It was pretty crazy. So I know that they've been pretty good about changing that up, because that's pretty harsh on the body when you got to do the manual labor like that, you know, so many days in a row and not take any time off. I mean, I know some people do that when they want overtime, but their body will wear down pretty quick doing that. You know, I think more than 60 hours in a week. That's pretty crazy. So, but I know managers, they can do quite a bit, or coaches or whatever you want to call them now. But yeah, I try to keep my mind and body focused to be more centered on getting better with both things, even though one might be a little bit further along than the other. Like I think my mind is a little bit further along than my body wants to be right now, but I know that the goal is further than where I'm at right now, so it doesn't bother me, but I'm taking those steps, so it's so much easier. Anyways, yeah, I'm probably gonna get going, actually. Do a little bit more stretches. It's my Monday, so today might be a little bit more tiring because I didn't get much sleep. Kids are so active. Like Jordan he'll sit at the couch if he's watching something, and he'll just be bouncing the ball through his legs. That's all he'll be doing, just through his legs, the whole time for like hours and hours and hours on end. And he'll switch legs. It's like, gosh, man. And then my oldest one will come out there and just bounce and do crossover moves and do shooting right there in the living room. It's like, I'm glad most of the time I can't hear most of it, but it's like on my Mondays, it's harder to get a lot more sleep. So I hear a lot more of it than normal. So that's why I'm a little bit more tired too. So, but anyways, I'm gonna get going, do some stretches, and get in, have fun, have a good weekend.